Hi, Sure Star Goddess. Okay, so I have been doing so many Christmas vlogs and vlogmas and all that stuff. I have not really been sticking to my topics. So during the week, I'm probably going to do more topics during the weekend, probably more family stuff, okay? So I know a lot of y'all have been asking me to do more spells and spiritual advice and things about psychic vampirism. So today I'm going to do a video about harnessing the energy around the holiday season. Okay, now I know we're going to be around lots of family, lots of people, lots of crowds in general, especially if you're going shopping, if you're going to holiday events, if you have a large family, you're going to be around a lot of energy and a lot of people. So if you practice psychic vampirism or energy work and you like to take energy from people or crowds or emotions, then this is a good time of year for you. Now, some people take energy from nature, which is fine. A lot of people who are empaths like to take energy from people because it satisfies their emotional side. Okay, a lot of empaths don't know this, but if you're an empath, you would make a really good psychic vampire because you can harness energy emotionally, and the best way to do that is through people. Okay, and it's not basically draining them, because humans are constantly giving energy and taking energy, giving energy and taking energy. So don't look at it as like you're stealing from them, because it's really, everything is an exchange. So for example, if you're an empath and you have all this issues with feeling people's feelings and emotions, instead of feeling them, you harness them and take them in. Like if they're like, this is what I do. This is my technique. With a negative emotion, I harness it in with my left hand. I harness the negativity in with my left hand and I transmute it, which means I transform that energy into stored energy. Okay, I store it and I take it in through my left hand, through my palm. If it's positive energy, I take it through my right hand and I store it as well. And I store it deep inside me, like right under my solar plexus. That's where I store it. Okay. And how you do this is through your vision. Okay, you visualize this and you feel it. You can start to feel the energy once you can visualize it. Okay, so you can store energy, negative and positive. Okay, now when you're around relatives who are kind of negative, you can just, this is how I do it. I place my hand on like their shoulder or the back of their neck, or just their back or something, somewhere where their body has lots of heat. Okay, and while they're talking, or it doesn't even have to be for long, you just have to make contact and that energy field will connect to yours. You just touch them lightly on the back and say, oh, that's so nice. And meanwhile, you're sucking up all that negative energy inside of you, and you're saving it. Okay, and now this is good if you do like lots of baneful magic, or if you do lots of return to sender or revenge spells. You can keep this energy and use this for creating havoc. Okay, so you cipher that energy by touching that negative person, and you just suck it all in through your left hand. Okay, then like if you're with like a good family member who's always positive and cheery, and you want some of that energy for yourself later, or just want to have it on tap, you place your right hand on them, and then you take that energy, and you're not really draining them because they're getting energy from the other people around them. Okay, so you're just kind of like taking a sample. It's like you're sampling. So you take that good energy with your right hand and you store it inside of you. Some people like to store it in crystals. Some people will go and charge their crystals with their left and right hands later on when they get home, and so they don't have to carry all this energy inside them, because the more energy you have inside you, the more energetic you're going to be. Okay, and sometimes people just like want to be normal without all that, so they use crystals to store their energy in, like kind of like a battery. Okay, and so they know which crystals are charged with what, so they know if they pick up this crystal, it's healing, or if they pick up this crystal, it's going to give you negative energy. So that is how you can harness energy during the holidays. And also, if you're not around family, you can harness energy in crowds. You can go to like a concert, a large crowd, the mall, and you just sit up and you watch all the people, and you watch their emotions, and you suck it all in. You can suck all that energy in. Just visualize like all this energy coming to you and through you, and you can suck it in through your hands, or just have visualize like a bunch of energy just coming into your solar plexus. I rather do it with my hands because you know, that's why in church people be like this, trying to get the energy. So I would take energy, like if I see a family and they're laughing and their kids are having fun, I would take that energy because I want to store that. If I see people arguing and mad and yelling and screaming, I'm taking that energy with my left hand so I can use it for later on, for when I need it to do something else, you know. So you can do that with crowds, and they won't even know they're being drained because there's other people around them draining them as well. They're receiving energy from, they're looking at this person getting their energy. So it's all a big exchange. Now, if you want to get more personal, like in a relationship, a lot of people will practice psychic vampirism with their partner. And like, just for instance, say I'm with a partner and I'm feeling so depressed and upset and oh, woe is me, and my partner wants to heal me with that energy that he has or she has, whatever way you swing, they will beam their energy or touch you with their right hand and put some good energy into you while they are, and they can also do it sexually, like when they're making love to you or having sex with you. They can also push that power into you and that energy into you intentionally through that way. Okay. Now, when you feel someone, like if there's a sick person, you can harness that sickness energy too while healing them. Okay, so you're sucking out, you take your left hand and you place it on the sick person wherever they're ailing. Like say they have a headache. You touch their head with your hand, your left hand, and you suck up that negative pain energy and you get it out. And you save that. You know, you transmute that into your own energy, and you store it, or you put it into a crystal. And they will feel that pain leaving, you know. And so you can also heal with psychic vampirism, but you are taking, remember that. Okay, so if the person feels a little bit drained afterwards, that's probably one of the symptoms of being psychically drained, but they're healed. Okay. Now, a lot of people will associate the word vampire with parasite, but we're all parasitic on this earth. I mean, I think I've done a few videos on parasites, and humans are a parasite to the earth. So I don't understand why some people look down on parasites, because we are actually parasites. Okay. A vampire, especially certain types of people with certain types of blood type, they have more copper in their blood, and they conduct energy a lot faster and more, you know, efficient. So they're probably better healers, or they probably heal fast themselves, or they probably are able to do energy work and psychic vampirism on a higher, stronger level just because of that copper in their blood, which is why you'll see a lot of healers and people wearing copper. So if you're not of a certain blood type and you don't have a lot of copper in your blood, then you need to get some copper jewelry or some copper, you know, they have those argonites with the copper in it, and you can wear them. Sometimes they make them into necklaces. But if you have some copper on you, it does the same thing. Okay. In ancient Egypt, they used to carry copper uncs because of the electricity that it conducted and the energy work that they used to do. So if you don't have like they sell copper wire at Michael's. You can get you some copper wire and make you a little bracelet or a ring or whatever, and keep it near your hands. Like, this is why you see a lot of copper jewelry now. And you know how in ancient Egypt they used to hold the ankh like this, because when they hold the copper, it's right here in the palm where you harness your energy. So holding it like this, and then the rest of the goes down, so it's going right into your arm or right into your solar plexus because you're holding it like this. But you're harnessing that energy anyway, and it's also a good conductor. So gold is even better, but copper, for some reason, is highly conductive, and it's not as expensive as gold. So everyone can afford copper, and it is in the blood, certain bloodlines and blood types or whatever, more than others. So this is why you have some people that are, stronger healers, because their blood or the amount of copper that they're wearing. So yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all. And also I want to talk to y'all about dolls. Like I found this doll at Goodwill. I might turn him into a energy or spirit doll. Just like you can put energy inside of crystals, you can put them inside of dolls as well. So like, say I want to charge this doll with some negative energy, and I take my left hand from all that negative energy that I harnessed, and I bring it back out, and I'm like pushing it into this doll, 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 pushing it into this doll. And let's say I don't like someone, and I'm like, you know what? And I take this doll and I make this doll, I give them, a piece of their hair or some of their, DNA or something. Make the doll like them, like a voodoo doll. Or I send the doll to them as a gift, but it's charged with negative energy. There's many ways you can do dolls. Many witches will tell you how to do spirit dolls, possessed dolls, and all that kind of stuff. So you take in your energy, and you don't even have to use the doll against anybody. You can just use the doll to store these energies in. So you can store the energies in the doll instead of crystals. If you don't like to work with crystals, you can work with the dolls. But yeah, so this is Buckwheat from the Little Rascals. And I had no idea who this was when I first saw him. I knew it was old, and I knew it was a character, but I forgot the name. And so I'm in Goodwill, because I always go to Goodwill, and I'm on my phone on eBay looking up stuff. So I looked on the back, and it says, Buckwheat King Toys, 1990 something. And this little doll is worth $45 to $50 out of its package. In its package, it's worth $100. So I picked up a $5 doll who's worth actually $40. And I might make him my little
What are we calling?
Siri. I might make him my little energy doll that I store my energy in. It depends, okay? But see, my kids like to pick up stuff and play with it, so I can't really have him sitting out and about. I'm gonna have to lock him up if I use him for that purpose. Or I might use him to store the good energy, since my kids do play with him a lot. I might have to use him for good energy. So I might have to put my bad energy into something else if I want to take it out. But yeah, I got him for super cheap, and he's worth a lot of money. Okay. So I hope that this has helped someone, and later on this week I promised someone who has been asking me to do more spells, I promised them I would show y'all the black bottle spell, how to get rid of someone. Like if there's someone in your office, if there's someone living next to you, if there's just someone in your life you want them to move and leave, I have a spell for that. Okay, and it's worked on 2 people that I've given it to. I've only given it out 2 times, and for each person it worked. The people packed up and moved, or they got fired, or they quit their job and left, or moved out, or broke up with the person. That was just in a matter of like less than 2 months. 2 to 6 months, I say. 2 to 6 months these spells will work. So I'm going to share that with you in my next topic video, okay? And I'll see y'all later. And don't forget to check out my Vlogmas vlogs, please, because I do that to share, part of my life with y'all, and I hope that you would appreciate it. So Yeah, I'll link my Vlogmas playlist below, and y'all can catch up on the days if y'all haven't seen all of them yet. There's some pretty interesting things and family things going on, Christmassy things. So if y'all want to see something like that, please go and watch them. And I'll see y'all later.